How is Rachel Reeves still Chancellor? Granted, she's had a bit of a reprieve recently, hasn't she? All of the other news and scandals and problems that Keir Starmer's been going through. But I'm sure Rachel is soon going to be back in the firing line because the numbers aren't adding up the way that she told us that they would. Inflation up, unemployment up, confidence in the government near record lows at just 12%. But I just keep thinking about one thing though, one number that I think proves that she can't be trusted with the economy. That number is 18 billion. That's the exact number the Treasury borrowed in August. 1 month, one big number. The biggest single month in years. And why on earth is no one up in arms about it? People act like it just lives on some sort of spreadsheet that we'll never see. It doesn't. It shows up in your rent, your council tax, on your weekly shop, even in your take-home pay. Borrowing's up, therefore the national debt is up. Debt has interest. In August, interest on the debt was around 8.4 billion with a B. And that's just the interest on the debt. It's not actually paying down the debt. 8.4 billion. That money could have gone somewhere else useful. Hospitals, schools, lowering taxes for everyone. Instead, it's just paying the interest, just servicing the tab. So yes, things are getting more expensive, not just for you, but for the whole country. And in a few weeks, Rachel's going to stand up again and announce the budget on the 26th of November. She makes the decisions, we have to live with them. That's the reality. Now, I'm not going to pick political sides or anything like that. This is just basic cause and effect. More borrowing plus a higher interest bill equals more pressure to raise taxes or cut spending or both. And the pressure doesn't just vanish because we don't like it. It lands on households, it lands on your plans. And right now, nothing's getting any cheaper, I'm sure you'll agree. And rates were held the other day. Big headline, but a rate hold isn't a rescue. There's still a gap between what you earn and what life costs. So right now, if your plan is to wait for everything to calm down again, you're going to be paying for everything twice. Once at the till and again in the budget, because the country's interest tab still wants and needs paying. So that just means we can't afford to just stay still. We can't afford to stay where we are right now. It's now a necessity to have a side hustle, earn extra money, or ideally own income producing assets. That is the only way you can stay ahead of the game in this economy. Look, when inflation is up and taxes go up, the actual value, real spending power of your money reduces. That's because your £100 today will buy you less stuff in a year's time than it can do today. But people who own income producing assets, well, we have a buffer. Let's talk about assets for a second. So, property is one of them. It isn't perfect, nothing is. But it does have a few unsexy things as well. Number one, it pays you monthly while you're holding it. Number two, it can grow in value over time. Historically, if you zoom out long enough, property has doubled in value every 10 to 15 years. Sure, there are ups and downs and peaks and troughs, but the long-term trend is always up. The last serious crash that we had in this country, around 2008, prices fell off a cliff. Well, just before that, 2007, prices were at all-time highs. Fast forward to today, and prices are much, much higher than the peak of 2007. Despite the crash. So it's all about long-term thinking. Now, some of you are going to be thinking right now, yeah, that's great, but I don't want to get into property right now in case prices drop. So what do you do? Well, if you're in property or getting into property right now, prices do drop. Think of this, you actually own it. So you have options. I would recommend you hold for the long term and take the cash flow. You can improve the property, so you can do it up, you can add value to it, you can extend it, you can just do light refurbs, that sort of stuff, and then refinance and pull your money out. Or you can change cash flow strategy so you can increase your monthly income. A loss is only a loss if you sell it. I want you to ask yourself this question. If you continue to do nothing, maybe just continue researching or just sitting there unsure what to do, where are you going to be this time next year? Ask yourself that and answer it honestly. Because right now, I can almost guarantee you that you're going to be poorer, worse off, and annoyed with yourself that you didn't do something when you had the chance. This, right now, is the best buying window we've had in over 20 years. Yet most of you will watch this video and you will tell yourself that I'm wrong. You'll tell yourself it's not the right time. You'll tell yourself that you don't have the money, so there's no point even trying. Yet the professionals, people like me, we're buying up more right now than we have done in decades. But this isn't just about you and I. This is bigger than us. If you don't build things that pay you each month, the state, the country, it still needs to service the debt. And if you don't have assets, it takes it from your wages, from your savings, and your choices. And yes, from your kids' choices too. They're not going to inherit your arguments, are they? They're going to inherit your results. So you got two choices. You can keep doing what you're doing now, and you can let the next tax rise or your next bill decide your life, or you can start building something that pays you and start owning something real assets. And if you want help by leading experts actually doing this stuff, that's why we built Property.School. Property.School is our online global platform where we teach people how to get into property and do it correctly, how to focus on income, equity, and exit options. We've got hundreds of hours of courses, resources, and masterclasses taught by the UK's top property investors and trainers from Progressive Property. Progressive Property is the UK's #1 training business. We've got content for all the different strategies: BRR, deal packaging, commercial conversions, no money down, serviced accommodation. It's all in there, taught by the UK's leading experts. So if you want your kids to be able to inherit your choices, your assets, and you want to make cash flow now to make life easier in this disastrous economy, why don't you come join us? If you want to check us out, go type into any browser, property.school/go. Type that into any browser, do it right now, property.school/go, and you can join for as little as 50p a day, which is less than one coffee a week, and do it now before Rachel's decisions hit your wallet even further. Remember, we've got debt interest in the billions per month. We've got the budget coming, and if you don't own assets that pay you, you're paying everyone else. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do it to your kids either. Own something, build something, preferably both. Come check us out at Property School. Go to property.school/go, type into any browser, go and do it now, and I'll see you inside.